In this video, we will look at how to do the addition fast using the LR method, which is also called left to right method. So first, let's say we have 9,981 plus 1,234. The first step here is to round up the first number. Say you want to round it up to 10,000. Now you have to find out how much you rounded up without explicitly doing the subtraction. So to find how much you rounded up without explicitly doing the subtraction, you have to remember that the last digits add up to 10 and also the remaining digits add up to 9. So if we write down 9,981 is equals to 10,000 minus how much? So we know that 1 plus something should give us 10, and we know that's 9. So we have to put 9 here, and we know that 8 plus something should give us 9, and we know that's 1. And here we don't have to do anything with the rest because it gives us 9. So here, when you round up 9,981 to 10,000, you have rounded up by 19. So now we will use 10,000 to add it up to 1,234. So now we will add up from left to right instead of from right to left. In school we used to do it from here to here, but now we will start from left. So we will bring down 1. 0 plus 1 gives us 1. 0 plus 2 gives us 2, 0 plus 3 gives us 3, and 0 plus 4 gives us 4. Now you have to subtract the amount you rounded up, which is here, from the sum. Minus 19. Minus 19. So we will also subtract from left to right. So we can put down 112. 3 minus 1 gives us 2. 4 minus 9, you will have to borrow 1 from the 2, so now the 2 becomes a 1. Therefore, 14 minus 9 gives us 5. And your answer will be 11,215. Just remember that we deep dive into the steps so that you can understand it clearly. But when you do the steps in your mind, it should take less than like 5 seconds to do the entire calculation. And this needs a lot of practice exercises so that you will gain speed and you will be able to master this technique. Let's say we have 5,492 plus 8,739. Now you have to round up once again the first number, and when you round up 4,492, you have 5,500, and the amount you rounded up it is gonna be 8. You could also round it up to 6,000 with the rounded up value being like 508, but like rounding it up to 5,500 will really simplify the subtraction step in this example. So one tip is the smaller the amount you round up, easier it is to calculate. We'll use 5,500 when adding it up to 8,739. So we will do it from left to right once again. So 5 plus 8 gives us 13. 5 plus 7 gives us 12. Therefore the 1 will be carried over to 3, which gives us 4. 0 plus 3 gives us 3. 0 plus 9 gives us 9. And now we will subtract the amount you rounded up from the sum, which is 8. And now here we'll be placing down 1, 4, 2, 3. 9 minus 8 gives us 1. Therefore the final answer is 14,231. Now let's try another example. Let's say we have 7,997 plus 5,347. So take a second to apply the technique by yourself as fast as you can. And when you have the answer, you can check the steps to see if you got your answer right. Alright, so step 1 is to round up the first number here, and this gives like 8,000, and the amount you rounded up is 3. So just remember that. We're gonna erase this again. We'll put 8,000 here. 8,000 plus 5,347. We will do it from left to right instead of right to left. So we're using the LR method. 8 plus 5 gives us 13. 0 plus 3 gives us 3. 0 plus 4 gives us 4. 0 plus 7 gives us 7. And you will subtract it with the amount you rounded up from the sum, which was 3. And here we're doing it from left to right once again. 1, 3, 3, 4. 7 minus 3 gives us 4. Now the final answer here is 13,344. Now, when should you round up for addition? Should you always be rounding up before adding, or should you do it only during specific situations? Well, the short answer is that rounding up should only be done when you have to carry over a lot of numbers. Let's say we have 9,898 plus 4,343. Here, you could do this problem with just a left to right method without rounding up the first number. But you will see that you have to carry over a number during every step. Like, let's say 9 plus 4 gives us what? 13. 8 plus 3 gives us 12, and then you will have to round it up here, and then 9 plus 4 gives us 13, and now you have to round it up 2 to 3, and blah blah blah. And if you round up the first number here, like we've done before, you will realize that it will be easier to do the addition. What if we have 4,343 plus 1,235? You can see here that you don't have to carry over any number to do this calculation. So the left to right addition without rounding up the first number here makes sense. So remember to only round up when you have to carry over a lot of numbers. If you don't have to carry over any number, or you just have to carry over just one digit, you will end up complicating the problem by rounding up the first number. So let's say we have 9,616 plus 9,202. Here you can see that you only have to carry just one digit, which is this one here. Therefore, you don't have to round up the first number. So we can do it with just using the LR method. So 9 plus 9 gives us 18. 6 plus 2 gives us 8. 1 plus 0 gives us 1. 6 plus 2 gives us 8. Therefore, the final answer here is 18,818. Now let's try 7,682 plus 8,903. Here you can see that you don't have to carry over all the digits, so you can do the left to right method without rounding up the first number. So let's say we have 7 plus 8, which gives us 15. 6 plus 9 gives us 15. Carry over to 5, which gives us 6. 8 plus 0 gives us 8. 2 plus 3 gives us 5. Therefore, the final answer here is 16,585. Now, let's say you have 3,878 plus 5,483. Now, you can see here that you will have to carry over in this area, and even in this area. So we will try to round up the first number to make the calculation easier. So now we round up the first number to 3,900, and the amount you rounded up is 22. So we will write it down to 3,900, and we will add up from left to right. 3 plus 5, 8. 9 plus 4, 13. Carry it over to 8, which gives us 9. 0 plus 8 gives us 8. 0 plus 3 gives us 3. And then we will subtract it with using the amount you rounded up from the sum, which is 22. And we will do the left to right method once again. 9, 3, 8 minus 2 gives us 6. 3 minus 2 gives us 1. Therefore, the final answer is 9,361. Let's say we have 6,491 plus 2,273. As you can see here, we only have to carry over in this area. Therefore, we don't have to round up the first number. We can do it easily by doing just LR method, which now we'll start from 6 plus 2, which gives us 8, 4 plus 2 equals 6, 9 plus 7 gives us 16, 6 will become 7, and 1 plus 3 gives us 4. Therefore, the final answer here is 8,764. So that's how you do addition fast using the LR method with or without rounding up the first number.